season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
No, 319. 54 Mike.
Rodgers now on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Come on, baby.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Cooper's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. He's got the connection to Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rodgers now on first down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now, throwing the ball on this drive. Now Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. I'm here. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
General West, 30 base.
They'll run with Lindsey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he's...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Locke flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
Locke will try to sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Locke taking it in, and the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Shift. Protein spill.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Gone.
Check out route.
Bravo. Get it.
On 1st down, Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Here's Locke. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
22 jet bomber. Out. Shoot. Go.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the out.
Greystone. Shoot.
Locke now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Pick your game up. Show it. Show it.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Good job.
Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the lead will swell by one more.
Chargers, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Rodgers going to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Get it!
Block now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Broncos first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch.
It's Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45, the 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 47-yard line.
319! Run right!
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And Elliott to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
General West!
Mine's 40.
Hey, exit!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hit it!
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in the I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip,